race was. How you feel about your race?
The race was not exactly what I was hoping for. I was hoping to be able to compete with the top girls a little bit more, but I think the slow start of the race kind of put a damper on my sort of racing style, where I like more of a steady pace, and the constant pickup of the entire race was just really hard for me to keep up with, and in the end I just didn't quite have the legs for it.
How was it running at Hayward?
It's amazing. It's such an awesome atmosphere, and it's not just that it's Hayward Field, it's that it attracts so many people to this venue, and the entire town is out watching, and people flying from all over America. And it's just incredible to run in front of a packed stadium, because that's not an experience that track runners get a whole lot.
Allie, what's this going to do for you going forward for the fall and cross, to have two solid races here as a foundation, not only for your training but just your belief and your confidence in the fall?
Yeah, this did a huge amount for my confidence. Coming back from the injury, I definitely wasn't sure where my fitness was at, or there's always the fear that you're never going to run fast again. So it was awesome to get out there and run with some of the best in the nation and put a really solid effort on the track.
How much uncertainty and how much doubt was there that you were even going to be, in the place that you wanted to be, even going into the prelims, let alone to be able to run, so soundly like you did there, and then to be able to duplicate it with another really solid effort today. Throughout the whole process of the spring, how much kind of uncertainty or uneasiness was there that you would even have that chance?
There was a ton of uncertainty, until a few weeks ago I wasn't even sure if I would be able to be at the trials. So I was just really thankful to be here, had a huge smile on my face just walking out onto the track, and I didn't have the race that I wanted to have today, but I'm just looking forward to getting back to training and improving on the performance I put out this weekend.
Well, what have you learned through this whole process, just about not only like your level of patience, but also your level of perseverance? Obviously, it seems like things are headed in the right direction, and we hope that you can build upon it. But how much patience did you have to exhibit during the spring to be able to wait for something like this to materialize?
Yeah, it definitely took a lot of patience and perseverance. Being on the bike, in the pool, on the elliptical 2 times a day for 2 months is tough on someone that hates all of those things. So I surprised myself, and I think everyone does when they face something like that, with how much of a tolerance you have for that sort of gruesome effort, when you can picture what will happen in the end. And now looking back on all of that and coming out and being able to run at Hayward Field in the Olympic trials and make the finals, it's just all worth it, even though it was really hard while I was doing it.
Absolutely.
What was the injury?
Tibial stress fracture.
Okay. And I think you normally run that mountain race. Was it worth skipping this year for this?
Definitely worth skipping. That happens every year. This only comes around 4 years. And on top of that, this is the Olympic trials, and I'm lining up right next to Emily Infield. So it's a completely different experience, one I've never had before. So it was really barely even a decision for me.
You said you were doing